Like Stashy. She likes Stashy. She likes
Boys, parties, style, fame.
she likes
What's up, guys? It's Oyin Jabola, and we're back on your favorite program, The Gist Unplugged TV. That program where we keep you informed, where we keep you entertained, where we keep you educated on everything that is going on around you. And of course, on this episode, we won't be doing anything short of that. So if you are here for the gist, just sit back, watch, and enjoy everything we have in stock for you today. Don't go anywhere. My name is Oyin Jabola. Welcome back to The Gist Unplugged TV, that program where we keep you entertained, where we keep you informed, and where we keep you educated. Now, if this is your first time watching an episode of The Gist Unplugged TV, know that you're at the right place because we give you all the atarodo in the gist, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, on the first gist of today, the world has been on standstill as a pandemic has hit us. Now, this thing has been happening since God knows when, but we didn't really take it serious until it has been flexing his muzzle and his wings in Nigeria. Last month, we've been having coronavirus everywhere, hitting China, Italy, and different countries. We had about 5,479 deaths in Italy. Now, coming to Nigeria, as at Monday, 23rd of March 2020, we have 36 confirmed cases of coronavirus with one death. Now, this death, something happened with the man. He came back from UK about last week or so, and he was feeling some kind of way. Then he submitted his blood samples for a test in a Nigerian hospital, quote and unquote. Now, these people didn't bring the results until 2 a.m. in the morning when he was coughing profusely, and they requested for the result, and he found out that this guy is actually positive. Now, God knows how many people he has actually reached out to, God knows how many people have touched him, God knows how many people have been in the same area with him, but now he is dead. Now, we have to put all his family members under isolation and stuff like that. Now, also, another thing that really terrified me is the fact that many people are out there and we've not even confirmed if they have coronavirus or not. We've not been able to trace the people that have come in contact with the 36 people that have been confirmed positive. As the case in Oyo State, in the middle of this coronavirus drama, we still had a gubernatorial rally in Oyo State. In this kind of situation where you're not even meant to gather more than 20 people at the same time, you gathered hundreds of people, exposing them to contracting this virus. Now, the Lagos State government stood up and said, okay, now, because of this coronavirus, let's lock up churches for a while. Let's have every church with at most 50 people in attendance. Then we had some Nigerian churches that just tie everything to religion. The Bible even says that heaven helps those who help themselves. But no, you guys decide to carry faith on your head. Talking about not so far from faith. Faith Tabernacle, Oyedepo. He held a service on Sunday and he exposed his congregation to getting this virus. Now, note, this guy stayed like many meters away from them and he put all of them in the auditorium. How do you expect to curb this thing? How do you expect to cut this virus? How do you expect to prevent this thing from spreading when you're not even practicing social distancing with your church that has over 1 million people? How do you expect these things to work out? Talking about churches closing down, we also saw the case of Koza in Abuja. Now, according to a source, we heard that this guy actually took permission from the minister of something in Abuja, and they gave him the go-ahead to carry on with his service. Now, you're closing all churches in Nigeria, closing all churches in Lagos, you're closing all churches everywhere, and you're permitting one church that has so much people attending the church to actually hold their service. How do you think you can curb this thing if you're not putting everybody on the same level? You guys decide to have two heads and to put people at risk, putting your own self at risk, putting different families at risk. Now, if one person has this virus, you know, those other people that you have exposed to this person also has this virus. And all along, we expected our president to come out and address us on what's going on, but no, this guy has been keeping quiet. Many people said, okay, because he has probably not learned how to pronounce coronavirus, which he came out and proved us right, because he came out and he was addressing some kind COVID-19. Who is that one affecting? Who is that one happening to? What virus? Are we talking about the same virus? No, I don't think so, darling. Now, still on this coronavirus drama, we heard on Monday morning still that Atiku's son has been infected with the virus. Now, this guy came in from another country and you allowed him expose himself to rallies and to clubs and to parties. Now, this same guy has shaken all kinds of governors and all kinds of people. Now, Bauchi governor is at risk of getting this virus. And this guy has been confirmed positive. Do you know how many people this guy has met? Do you know the convoy? Do you know the amount of people he has met at the airport? Do you know the amount of people that have shaken him because he is an aspirant son or is a politician's son? Now, this disease is airborne. You can just go anywhere and sniff in God knows what. If you watch the previous videos I did, you see a demonstration I did on how to wear this face mask. Go about with face mask. Always dispose a face mask after you use it. Don't use one face mask for one full day or like for 2 days. And please go about with alcohol-based sanitizers. Wash your hands every 20 minutes. Even after you come in contact with anything, wash your hands. And if you cannot wash your hand, please use hand sanitizers before and after you touch anything. See, this thing is really, really scary because the world is gradually coming to an end. Everybody's just going to go into extinct, and trust me, I don't want to die. So please, if you're going to come in contact with me, sanitize your hand first, because I ain't gonna take any risk with anybody. Please stay safe. If possible, stay at home. If you don't have to go anywhere, don't go anywhere. Stay self-isolated. Practice social distance. If you feel any way, call the helplines. If you notice anybody that is coughing and the cough is not looking like whooping cough, it's not looking like tuberculosis, corona-ish, please call the helplines. Protect yourself, protect the environment, protect everything that concerns you. And I pray there is a cure to this thing very soon, because this thing is really scary and the way it is going. Welcome back to the Gist Unplugged TV. On a lighter note, it has been everywhere on social media, 10 Naira 2020. Now, when I saw this hashtag and I'm like, 10 Naira 2020, what are you guys trying to say? I saw that it is a union between Tenny Makanaki and Naira Marley. Hey, that is one union I cannot add up in my head. Like, are you serious? Tenny Makanaki, Naira Marley. Like, they look like two different people entirely. Like, Tenny, Naira Marley. Like, they're like two parallel lines that cannot even meet. But I think, in my own opinion, I feel like it is a song they're trying to release or something. But whatever it is, Nigerians are asking, Tenny, Naira Marley, what's going on? Are the wedding bells ringing? Is there going to be a Mafo wedding? Or I don't want to add it up in my head. I don't know what, like, I'm really itching and yearning to know what is it they have up their sleeves. Don't go anywhere. It's still the Gist Unplugged TV.
10 Naira.
10 Naira. Imagine this is a joke.
10 Naira 2020. Give me a kiss, baby. Give me a kiss.
Oh, God damn it. This is, whoa.
10 Naira 2020. Our wedding invitation is coming.
Get me.
Welcome back to the Gist Unplugged TV. Now, if you guys remember, some weeks ago, I talked about Nina's engagement with an estranged fiancé. But hey, Nina shocked us over the week and put out the face of her fiancé, like how he's one hot-looking bro, he's one fine-looking young man. But why did they rush so fast to do this wedding when they could have just waited for this guy to come back from wherever he was? Because apparently now he is back. They could have just waited to do this engagement. But I feel they have something they are hiding. I feel they have something, there's something fishy in that wedding. But I am here to bring you guys the updates when it happens. Don't go anywhere. It's still the Gist Unplugged TV.
In my angel for life, I know saying when I talk about you. Same reason when I wake up in the morning, I think about you.
Welcome back to the Gist Unplugged TV. Now, if you're like me and you went to a federal university in Nigeria, note that your 4 years cannot be 4 years. Your 5 years is probably going to be like 7 years, because ASU is always doing it. They're always striking back to back. They're always having one quanta or the other with federal government. Now, somebody said something. Who strikes most? Thunder or ASU? In my own opinion, I feel ASU strikes the most, because I've not heard Thunder striking in a while. Coming to the matter, Gongo. ASU a few days ago went on a 2 weeks warning strike to the federal government. Now, it's like the federal government has a lot on their sleeves, fighting against coronavirus and a couple of others, and they failed to listen to ASU's demand. So ASU has said, hey, we are going on indefinite strike. Now, my question is, you go on indefinite strike, oh, you don't go on indefinite strike, oh. Students cannot come to school. There is coronavirus everywhere. So please, they should try to restructure their demands a bit. We are going through serious matters in the world to come and start focusing on how many millions or trillions for us. So don't go anywhere. It's still the Gist Unplugged TV. Welcome back to the Gist on Plug TV. Now, on the final background of today, if you remember, on my last gist, they were threatening to remove Senator Abo as the patron of Actors Guild in Nigeria. Senator Abo was made patron of Actors Guild of Nigeria, and a lot of actresses and actors came out to kick against it. Such person that has been accused of harassing people. This guy doesn't even have anything good attached to his name. Nobody has anything good to say about this guy, and y'all are making him the patron of the AGN. Now, amidst all that drama, when all of that was going on, this guy now came out and said, I'm gonna shut all of you up. You know what I'm gonna do? Take this $1,000. But my question is $1,000 enough to promote immoralities? Is $1,000 enough to allow this thing happen? Is $1,000 enough to allow a man that has been accused of harassing women, that has been accused of using his money to buy his good name, is it enough to make him the face of your association? In my own opinion, I feel if you are going to put aside my principles, you have to be paying me some kind $1 billion, because with all what you did, you still want to no.
It's so shameful and disgraceful.
That's all we can take on the Gist of Plug TV. My name is Oyin Damola. I love you guys so much. Stay hydrated, maintain proper hygiene, maintain social distances. If you feel like you are not feeling too good, self-isolate. Please don't infect other people, whatever is wrong with you. I hope to see more of you. I don't want to lose any of you to any virus whatsoever. If you are bored, or if you want something to keep you entertained, or if you just want information, you can go and watch the other videos on Plug TV for your own viewing pleasure. And of course, like this video, drop a comment, and subscribe to Plug TV to be able to get all the gist firsthand. My name is Oyin Damola, and I'm your host with the most, and I sign out. Goodbye.